University, Wisconsin. It is Falcons Women's Lacrosse on the Concordia Sports Network. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Nathan Kerner. With me is Kevin Winter. And today, the Falcons open their season and the Falcons spring sports season against the Griffins of Fontbonne University. Conditions here today, it's partly cloudy, a little bit under 30 degrees here, with a slight wind, but the sun has peaked out here earlier. You can see the blue skies over the clouds, and the field has been snowblowed and shoveled by Concordia's sport information staff here. Quick recap of the Falcons. The Falcons are opening their third season as a program. They also their conference open here against the Griffins. They have faced the Griffins twice. First time in 2011 at Fontbonne, the Falcons lost that contest 8-4. The second time the Falcons defeated the Griffins 10-6 on March 25th, 2012, and the Falcons' first ever win as a program.
Well, one good thing is it's not snowing, and it's who would have thought we were talking about snow, this late in the year, but as of right now, no snow on the field right now, so both teams should have fantastic playing conditions, and yes, as you said, the Falcons beat Fontbonne last year for their first ever program win in that game, a 10-6 final, and Sammy Ryder scored 4 goals in that contest. She leads the way for the Falcons, scored 50-plus goals a year ago. And for Fontbonne, their team is going to be replacing Mary Alice Pierce. She was the first team all-conference and leading goal scorer for the Fontbonne a year ago. Leading goal scorer actually the last 2 years. She's gone. But Fontbonne, a little bit short-handed tonight, will have to pick up the slack offensively with Caroline Renzo. Renzo, the player of the week in the Midwest Women's Lacrosse Conference last week with a great performance against Dubuque University. First year lacrosse program, a win last week, 16-4 for Fontbonne.
That's right here. Let's talk about the Falcons real quick as they open up their season here. Sammy Ryder, you mentioned before, Kevin, this is a name that Falcons fans are probably going to hear a lot of. Last year was her freshman campaign. She set several program records. The program's only 2-3 years old, but still, as a freshman, she always already made her mark on Falcons lacrosse here. And if she's not the leader in any statistical category for this team, she's definitely in the top 5.
She is, and the thing that I like about her is it's not about how many goals she scores, not about how many, records she can put up. She's going to have all the records because of, the age of the program. It's not, to her, it's not about how many goals she scores, it's about how many wins. She was one of the proudest players on the field when that program got their first win a year ago against Fontbonne. And this year's going to be a little bit different. They have Matthew Sidback for the Falcons, so she's coming back off of a heart condition. She's got a lot of help, Sammy Ryder does, with Steph Berry. Ali Pinkos needs to score, so it's not going to be her, but she'll certainly be a major cause. But this year she's got a little bit more help, which is fantastic for the Falcons.
It's very, very true here. A very half-and-half Falcons team here. They have 10 players returning, and they have 10 new bodies, from freshmen to sophomores who are trying out their first year, to even one senior who was formerly on the Falcons softball team. So this is a team of a big mixture of the new and the old, facing the Griffins of Fontbonne. The Griffins were ranked 6th in the Midwest Women's Lacrosse Conference preseason coaches poll. They opened the season on the road with a loss to McKinley by a score of 16-1. Paige Fantrick scored their only goal. The Griffins recovered with a home win against Dubuque. That game took place March 19th. 16-4 was the final score there. Caroline Brasno scored 5 goals and had 2 assists to lead the Griffins with 7 points. And that's a name we're probably going to hear here. She was a 2011 all-conference first teamer. Wasn't on all-conference last year, but still opens up the season leading the Griffins in scoring.
Right. Now, granted, that loss to open the year was to a Division II program, so you can take that with a little bit of a grain of salt. For Fontbonne, they were winless a year ago, 0-10, so they're coming in with a little bit of confidence. Same thing with the Falcons, but it's totally different. The Falcons playing their first game, Fontbonne playing their third game, so we'll see how that goes. Hope maybe Fontbonne will be coming out a little more seasoned, a little more, in-game shape per se. I know Emily Masons, the coach, and the rest of the coaching staff knows that this team is certainly ready to play. Talking to her, she's some players for the Falcons need to step up, and it's going to be, for the first time in the program, a balanced attack. So that's something that has a lot of people here in the program very, very happy.
Let's talk a bit about the starting lineups right here. For Fontbonne, Tierney O'Brien, another name you'll be hearing a lot of here. She has 6 points on the season so far. Will be on the attack here for Fontbonne. Alongside her will be Christine Lowe's, the junior out of Washington, Missouri, will also be on the attack. Joining them also in the attack, 4 attackers up front. The final 2 are Lindsay Godier, the freshman out of Granite City, Illinois, and Casey Irwin, the freshman out of Valley Park, Missouri. A lot of youth also on this Fontbonne team.
Right.
In the midfield, there will be the previously mentioned Caroline Renzo, the senior midfielder out of Eden Prairie, Minnesota, the one Minnesota product for Fontbonne, and she's already made a splash there.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask all who are able, please rise.
And now we're going to take a break here for the national anthem. We'll resume the starting lineups here at the end of the anthem. Back to the starting lineups for Fontbonne, previously mentioned Caroline Renzo at the midfielder. She will be joined by Brittany Radley, the senior usually plays defense out of Imperial, Missouri. She'll be joined also by Paige Fancook, the freshman midfielder who scored the opening goal for Fontbonne this season.
Now here's another interesting tidbit that these two schools are very much connected. Not only did the Falcons win their first ever program game against Fontbonne a year ago, but an assistant coach for the Falcons, Marissa Williams, played here at Fontbonne. She graduated in 2011, and in fact, in the 2011 meeting, she scored 2 goals against the Falcons. And she'll be coaching the same group of players that she competed against several years ago. So it's got to be an interesting dynamic. I know in talking to her, she had played with some of these players from Fontbonne, so it's going to be interesting for her to switch off the player aspect and go right into the coach, especially when she's got some of her friends on that other sideline.
That's very, very true here. For the Falcons across here on attack will be Ellie Pincus, returning for her junior season campaign. She will be joined by Hannah Redden, number 7. And midfielder attacker Stephanie Berry will round out the front 3. In the midfield position will be Emily Heckendorf. Erin Lau, the senior, that's another name you can expect to hear a lot of here. Sammy Ryder, of course the previously mentioned Sammy Ryder, whom we all know and we all are expecting big things from. Catherine Paletti and Sam Madison, who was returning from an injury that kept her out of hockey and lacrosse last season, is back in the lineup. Gabby Van Beaver, the sophomore out of Green Bay, also a volleyball player for the Falcons, will be in the defense. She will be joined by Haley Peppers, the new player from Colorado, sophomore for the basketball team. And Paige Calvert. And draw control is up, and Falcons already control early. And we have a shot and score already off the bat.
That was Sammy Ryder.
That was her. So you hear her name, and already she takes it all the way in there for the first goal of the season.
Just right off the draw control, takes it right down the center of the field, takes a shot on the forehand and put it in. So good start for the Falcons. here in 2013.
As I said, we expected big things from Sammy Ryder, and not even 12 seconds into the season, she gives us our first statistic. Sammy Ryder, all right, next draw control, now in the middle of the field. Players are ready. Officials hands up, and the ball is in the air, and it's brought down by Heckendorf fighting for it. She's running up ahead on the left side of the field, nearing the 12, she's going to keep it outside. And the Falcons are going to set up and try to find themselves an offense. That's Madison. Madison looking inside. To kick it out. Ryder with it now. She's cradling at the top. Maybe the Falcons will go right. Aaron Lau. Lau. Falcons taking their time, being patient, looking for a cutter. They have a cutter. Shot there by Emily Heckendorf. Ball's grounded, and the Falcons now have it again. Once again, controlling is Heckendorf on the right side. She's cradling, standing in place, looking for an opening. Facing a man-to-man defense, she'll head up to Madison at the top. Madison's cradling, right-handed grip, looking for the cutter. She has one in red. Red shoots, and she has a goal as well. A minute 7 in, the Falcons lead 2-0.
Fantastic start for the Falcons. Offense clicking. Coach Mason wanted to make sure she thought that this offense coming into the year would be clicking and defensively would be an issue, and she certainly is proving herself correct. So far this season, or so far this game, the Falcons scoring 2 goals, and we're not even 2 minutes in.
It said 28:53 left in the first half, and we have 2 goals so far for the Falcons. The Falcons taking very patient on offense. They're standing outside the 12 circle, waiting for cutters, taking their time, but it's paid off for them. They've scored 2 goals very quickly, and so far, Fontbonne has not controlled the ball at all. Next draw control, ball's on the floor, it is scooped up by Ryder, and we have what appears to be a slashing call. Ground ball by Sammy Ryder. Sammy Ryder will bring it back into play. Whistles up, and she puts it ahead. She's connecting there with Redden. Redden entering the 12 circle. Up ahead, finds Pinko. She shoots it wide right. It will go out of bounds, and Fontbonne will finally get control of the ball. Fontbonne serve behind the net. Going to goal keep Tabitha Bennite. Ball's out to the field. The Falcons come up with it again. What do you know? Heckendorf with it now. Going to the right side. Up ahead. Ball's grounded, Fontbonne's coming up with it, ball's in the air. Kabovin's still on Fontbonne's end near its goal, but Fontbonne finally coming outside the field. It's controlled by Fancook. Fancook trying to get across the center line.
Ryder too much body contact that time. Got whistled for the foul. Fontbonne will enter it in on the defensive side of the field.
Ryder a little too much contact pushed off there, and now it's being brought up by Godier. Godier's going to go behind the goal to her teammate. That's Tierney O'Brien, previously mentioned, now standing behind the goal, waiting for her offense to set up. For those of you who don't have images here, Fontbonne taking the goal to our left, the south goal. And outside to the left is Brenzo. Brenzo will leave it outside. Fancook giving it over to Lindsay Godier. Back to Fancook. Falcons defense so far keeping it outside the 12 circle. Going right now is Tierney O'Brien, turning around the left side now, faced by Van Beaver. Goes over Van Beaver's head, another one behind the goal to Brenzo. Brenzo left side of the goal behind it, looking for cutters. Taking your time. You're going to go around the goal horn. Now on the far side of the goal, just behind it, Fontbonne still controlling. Bringing it out is Redley. Redley, trying to figure out the goal keep. Yeah, she gets it on the right side of the goal. Goal Fontbonne.
She's posted up on the goal line there. Will spin move back to the center of the field. Put it past David for the first goal of the year for Fontbonne, or first goal of the game, for Fontbonne. 26:34 remaining in the half.
It's 2-1, 26-34 to play in the first. Half Rebecca David has spent every minute of her playing time as a Falcon in between the goalposts. She was a freshman. As a freshman, she was the starting goalie. She's the only goalie here for the Falcons. And you guys, we get ready for the next draw control to resume play. 26-34, Falcons lead 2-1. Set and ball's in the air. The Falcons fighting control, and it comes down to Heckendorf yet again. Heckendorf going left. She sends it up ahead to Pincus. Pincus on the far left side. Approaching the 12 circle, she'll kick it back out to Madison. Madison will swing it to the near side of the field. She'll go back to Heckendorf outside left. Madison's cutting. Heckendorf continues to cradle. She'll send it out the right at the top of the 12 circle, about 5 yards outside of it. Ryder will send it right to Pincus. Pincus bobbled it, but she's got it. Pincus defended by Deepkia Williams. Madison with it now. Madison, take it to the right side. Fires. Save made! Save made by Travis Benite off. A low save there. Madison cut right, trying to shoot for the lower left-hand side of the goal.
Confidence boost for Benite there, giving up 2 quick goals and denying the opportunity to keep Fontbonne within 1.
Sammy Ryder controlling it outside left, just outside the 12 circle. She's looking for cutters. She'll swing it back outside to Erin Lau, the senior. She'll attack. She's going to put a smooth on her defender, and we have a call. Looks to be a slash. And now we'll put it back in place at the top of the 12 circle. She's a free position shot, looks to be. Or free position just inside the 12 circle, excuse me. And she's going to drive for it, she's going to shoot, and it's going to go wide left, out of bounds. And Fontbonne will bring it back in. Stopping the clock here by the officials, 24:40 left. Still 2-1 Falcons.
This is, I think, if you're a Falcon fan, this is exactly the way you wanted to start this game. Fontbonne, as I said, coming in off of a big win last weekend, but this is a team that the Falcons are capable of playing with and defeating, and right now they are taking it to the Griffins offensively and really limiting their offensive opportunities, making it difficult for them to produce anything so far.
As you said, the Griffins have only had 1 offensive possession on their side of the field, and the ball will be put into play. And is taken away by the goalkeeper. Benite caught Heckendorf. It's passed to the front, and the ball is put out in play. And here come the Griffins trying to clear it on the far side of the field. Pass goes up ahead. It is controlled by Gautier. The Falcons are coming back up with it, charging down the field. Controlling the ball offensively now is Lau crossing the field. She'll bring it back out, and she'll set up Stephanie Berry trying to attack. Ball comes loose, it is scooped up by Benite. We're inside of 6 minutes now, and here comes Fontbonne trying to clear it. They've been not having trouble. Benite will send it forward. It is picked away by Madison. Madison now is coming from the left side. She has to keep it out, wait for her teammates to join her and set up some play. Swinging it, Ryder controlling it now. On the left side, just inside the 12 circle. She cradles looking for cutters. She's going to take it herself. She's in the 12 circle. Taking a shot! And it is a goal! Sammy Ryder puts in her second goal of the day.
Little do-it-yourself job right there by Ryder on the left side. Just probing the defense and just inside the 12 circle, let it rip. It's 3-1 Falcons, 23 remaining in the first half. 54 goals a year ago for Sammy Ryder, and already 2 here in 2013.
Ryder there, 1, 2, 3 cutters go through there. It's kind of just almost a little shrug. She took it inside herself. beat one defender, beat two defenders, and Tabitha Benite is having a bit of a rough start here. It's 3-1 Falcons right away. The Falcons once again have limited Fontbonne to one possession in the offensive zone. Draw control is up, and Fontbonne is fighting for control here, but it's going to come up. Ryder coming up with it again. Sammy Ryder. Can't stop saying that name. She's going to leave it up ahead. Taking it left now is Heggendorf. Heggendorf coming up the far sideline on the left side of the field for the Falcons offense. She's going to slow to a walk, looking for cutters. She'll leave it back outside Mavison. Mavison bringing it to the top of the 12 circle. Listen, this Falcon offense is very patient. Likes to let everyone cut through before they try to take anything straight in. That's on the side, Stephanie Berry with the ball now. Falcons taking their time outside. Lau will control now. Watching Berry cut. She will swing it. Sammy Ryder now has it. Top of the circle, facing a man-to-man defense. Ryder, she has a cutter and Berry doesn't take her. Ryder, she's going to take it herself. She fakes, she's going to go inside. She's on the 12 circle. And with a yellow card, it appears that a slash came within 3 inches of the facial zone, and it looks to be Bernicia Notes. We're for some confirmation here from the statistics desk. And Mavison will have free position at about the 12 circle. The whistle is up, and the shot by Mavison is goal! Mavison now going to the lower left part of the goal, right past Benite's right knee, and in 22 minutes left, it's 4-1 Falcons.
Mavison returning this season after missing 2012, and she picks up right where she left off in 2011 with 20 goals, picks up her first career free position goal as a member of the Falcons.
Sam Mavison here, one of the many players on this Falcon team who plays multiple sports. Also, as you mentioned, a hockey player. Unfortunately, injury kept her out of hockey this season and lacrosse last season. But as you said, she doesn't appear to have missed a step as we prepare for the next draw control. Whistles up, the ball's in the air. Looks like they're heading toward Fontbonne. Ball is picked up by Heggendorf. Heggendorf's going to spin on the head. He's going to try to use some speed here. Heggendorf will slow it up. He's going to stay on the right side, just outside the 12 circle, looking for cutters. Ryder cuts. Heggendorf keeps it. She'll look inside for a cutter. She has Pincus. It goes right past Pincus to stick. And here comes Fontbonne now. Fontbonne trying to clear it. Fontbonne gets the ball well out of bounds here. The Paige Fenn took up the ground ball, but she threw a bad pass to her teammate on the far sideline. That'll be put back in play by the Falcons. And play resumes. Catherine Pauletti with the ball. She's going to run, she's going to swing it, and she's going to go to the right wing side, just outside the 12 circle, looking for cutters. Once again, the Falcons really like to set up outside of the arch and just let the cutters go. They've been doing it all day. Feels like all day. It's only been 9 minutes. Ryder with the ball. They'll get out from Mavison. Mavison taking it to the top of the 12 circle. Friday cut inside. It's Redden. Redden, the ball is up in the air. And it's scooped up by Benite. And Fontbonne dodges a bullet finally. Benite letting the team form up so Fontbonne can attempt to clear. She's going to wander outside of the goalie circle. Put it up ahead, and it's brought in by Bradley. Bradley has the ball almost knocked loose by Mavison, but it winds up in the Deepka Williams' stick. And now Fontbonne is getting into their offensive zone. And Fontbonne finally gets into the offensive zone for the second time today.
Now here's another test for that newly crowned defensive unit.
Casey Irving controlling the ball now behind the goal. They're going to bring it to the near side, the left side for Fontbonne. She's going to stand just outside the goal. They're going to swing it back around behind goal.
Last offensive possession led to a goal for Fontbonne, so we'll see if the Falcons can respond.
They are 1 for 1, technically speaking. Tierney O'Brien controlling behind goal. They're going to swing it out to the right side. That's controlled by Brittany Radley. Radley looking for cutters. She may have one up ahead. That's Brenzo. Brenzo will take it around the goal from the left side. She finds defenders, 2 defenders specifically. And she'll slow her roll. She's going to try to attack the goal. She is. Has it knocked out. She recovers. She is defended by at least 3 Falcons. Swinging to the right side, knocking over knocking over a Falcons player. I believe that was loud.
That's going to be a charge on Brenzo, I believe.
Clock stoppage called by the official in 1927.
Brenzo trying to bowl her way through.
They're going to say it's, I believe they're going to say it's on loud. They're going to give Brenzo the free position shot.
All right then. Could have gone either way, much like they do in basketball.
Brenzo, it's blocked. It's blocked by Ryder. Ball's still loose here. We have another whistle. Chasing it down there was Paige Fancook. We'll see what the official has to say now. Looks to be another free position here for the Griffins. Kacholia now is turning O'Brien off the free position on the right side, guarded by Van Beaver. She would try to send it around the goal. That's Brenzo. Loses it in the snow.
Well, not too often you say that, you know, in this time of year.
It seemed to roll past the line, and she just started digging into the snow, getting at the ball. The Falcons' ball, kicking Paletti, the free position, puts it back in play.
We're going to have to start playing with some neon green balls or something, you know?
Rebecca David sends it forward to Van Beaver. Now the Falcons get a chance to clear it. Van Beaver sends it ahead. It's brought up by Lau. Lau on the left sideline. Leaves it behind. Now it's on the head of Ryder. Ryder trying to break away. She's got Redden on the right. On the head of Redden. Redden going left. That's well knocked off, but the whistle. This is another free position. Clock stopped 18:33 left.
I don't know if she was inside that circle. Officials are talking about it. And we're going to have to get a stick change as a random illegal stick check was
Williams sent to the sideline.
Conducted.
Dangerous play called on Renisha Dokes. Excuse me, that was Renisha Dokes called for the dangerous play. Looks like Redmond will have a free position at the top of the 12 circle. Redden with the whistle, a few steps in, shot, saved! Saved by Heather, right in her basket. She's going to fling it out to midfield, swinging over the head of her teammate. Notice the Falcons are going to recover it. Yes, they will. It rolls out of bounds, it looks like. They're going to say it was last touched by number 24, Catherine Pauletti, the midfielder. Say Fontbonne. Yep, the Griffins ball. Griffins. Bringing it up is O'Brien. Turning it around on the right sideline. Trying to outrun Haley Peppers. Just below the goal. She's going to take it around to the near side, the left side of the Griffins. O'Brien, rounding. Shot and goal. Goal. That Tierney O'Brien brought it all the way out to the near side. Came from the left and got it right past Rebecca David's left shoulder, and it's 4-2, 17-14 on the play.
O'Brien scored 2 times. The last time the Falcons played Fontbonne, she's got 4 already on the year. Number 5 makes it 4-2.
4-2 it is. Tierney O'Brien flexing her muscles here. The Falcons, as you mentioned, Kevin, their defense needs some tests here. They've defended on 3 possessions so far. They've given up 2 goals. You have to give the Falcons credit for the pressure they put on the offense, but their defense needs to tighten up a little bit here down the stretch.
And the one thing, too, there was a man down goal nonetheless. That one's really going to stick in the craw. The Falcons are still on the front, and hopefully we'll rebound here on offense.
Man down goal, as mentioned, Renisha Dokes, still on the sidelines for Fontbonne. And as the draw control whistle is blown, the ball is in the air. And it is recovered by Heckendorf. I was saying correctly, that's loud came up with it. Heckendorf was right next to her. She leaves it off for Ryder. Ryder at the top. Setting it up, she's looking for a cutter. All was at her stick, now had the ball back out. She recovers it. Ryder will take it herself again. And we have a whistle. Play stopped. It looks like Ryder will have a free position herself. Sammy Ryder going for the hat trick already. Free position for Ryder. The whistle. Ryder, 2 steps in, breaking right, loses the ball. And another whistle, and it looks to be Fontbonne ball.
game is progressing a lot like the other one, last year's matchup. Falcons jumped out to a 4-0 lead early. Fontbonne came back and tied the game at 6. That was, albeit later in the second half. But Fontbonne really gaining some momentum here now, and gaining a lot of confidence.
Fontbonne finally getting the offensive zone on the right side. Van Beaver knocks it away. Van Beaver has it for the Falcons, trying to clear it up ahead. But it's knocked back. Fontbonne trying to resume its offense, and it's going to be Fontbonne ball for a whistle. It looks like to be a foul on Van Beaver of the Falcons, the sophomore out of Green Bay. And free position is inbound, and Tierney O'Brien controlling. She's going to the right corner. She's going to go around the goal, defended by Geipel. O'Brien sends a try down the right sideline, now defended by both Geipel and Van Beaver. Trying to run them both as best she can. She's up ahead, and goal scored by Lindsay Gauthier. O'Brien going over the Falcons, and Gauthier just swinging it right to the goal. So suddenly a one-goal game, 16:04 off the play.
Well, for Fontbonne, they're getting contributions from the people that we expected them to, and all of a sudden, what was once a comfortable lead is now, as you said, a one-goal lead, and the defense having some trouble here early in the game.
One of the things here that's noticeable is that the tallest player on the Falcons defense is Gabrielle Van Beaver. She stands 5'11". The next tallest Falcons, or a series of Falcons, will all stand 5'8". So the Falcons team, not terribly imposing on the defensive end height-wise, and so far they've been struggling a bit here as they've given up. If they allow Fontbonne, they'll claw their way right back into this game.
Well, you know what? It's just one of those things that's going to take time, I think. This is the first game of the year, and I know that this coaching staff has really worked hard on the defense, and I think this time out again is to go over your keys. Falcons offense will be there. We've seen that early in this game. So, I don't want, there still is definitely pressure to defend Fontbonne, but the offense has produced 4 quick ones. Fontbonne with all kinds of momentum now, but it appears that some of the things that we talked about early in this game have come to fruition.
Very true here. I actually spoke with Emily Mason earlier, and she said team defense was going to be one of the keys of the game, especially regarding to Brenza and Tierney O'Brien, whose names we've mentioned repeatedly so far here. Though you have to admit, the Falcons so far have not dipped into their bench too much, and that's one advantage they do have very clearly coming into this game, as Fontbonne has 2 players sidelined due to injury and are playing with just the 12 required to field the team.
Well, so far they're showing no ill effects, scoring 3 quick ones in a matter of 5 minutes. With 16:04 to play in the first, Falcons leading 4-3 as we're coming out of the timeout.
Falcons here so far a very offensively oriented team here. Fontbonne hasn't had too many opportunities in their offensive zone, but they've made the most of what they've had so far as the timeout ends and the players turn to the field for the next drive.
Fontbonne coming off of a big win in their last contest in which they scored 16. So they're certainly a team that can score, and they have been doing so early in this game and showing the Falcons that this is going to be a 2-half game.
It's definitely going to be a 2-half game. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, as I like to say. As the next draw control resumes, and the ball is flung into the air, and it is brought down by Heggendorf. Heggendorf sprinting up ahead, cutting her seat with one hand to the 12 circle, going right. She's going to bring it out and look for cutters. Heggendorf trying to make a break for that goal here, but Fontbonne's defense got back rather in a hurry. Heggendorf leaves it out for Pincus on the right wing just outside the 12 circle. Heggendorf cutting, nothing there. Pincus going to take it herself. Excuse me, no, that is Stephanie Berry. Berry's going to shoot. And there's a goal! Stephanie Berry scores a goal, and the Falcons now have 5 goals, all contributed by 4 different players. It's 5-3 with 15:36 left to play in the first half.
Well, Coach Emily Mason wanted a balanced attack. Obviously, we focus so much on Ryder, but she's got this whole Falcon roster can score. At year 3 for a lot of these players in the lacrosse program being more acclimated to the game and really letting their natural talents come through. And that's going to really serve the Falcons well during the season to have 2, 3, 4, 5 players putting the ball in the back of the net.
And so the Falcons here, you have to admit, a lot of the good things are actually expected from this team. A lot of it having to do with the fact that only their 3rd year, and they still have 10 players coming back as the draw control begins, and Heckendorf once again coming up with it now on the left side of the field. She has a stick in her left hand. She's going to stop. She's going to move it forward, up ahead to Pincus. Pincus on the left side. She's going to come up to the 12 circle. She's going to attack. No, she's not going to attack the goal. She's going to stop and look for a cutter. She's going to bring it out. Back to Heckendorf. Heckendorf, cradling, walking toward the 12 circle. Looking for a cutter. Pincus cuts, nothing there. She's going to leave it out for Mavison. Mavison now. Cradling, cutters, nothing there. Mavison goes right to Ryder on the right wing, attacking the goal. Nothing there, trying to go around the goal now to the left side, leaving it behind to her teammate Pincus. Pincus bobbled it, but she has it. Pincus bringing it out, looking for the cutter. Finds Berry shot, goal!
Great cycle that time of the Falcons. Very patient offense again. Pincus bringing it around the backside of the goal, finding cutter Berry, put it right on her stick, and Berry finished.
That was a textbook play. That's exactly what you want to do here, and it's now 6-3 with 14:40 remaining to play in this first half, and the Falcons continuing to show offensive dominance. Just one quick update for you all Falcons fans here who don't know. Earlier today, Greg Sanders won his semifinal match. It is now in the title match, which will start in the area of 7 p.m. today. We'll keep you updated there. He is facing a wrestler from Wartburg. Greg Sanders has a chance to be a national champion in Division III wrestling. But back to lacrosse now as the draw control is about to resume play. We have a double whistle. The clock is stopped by the official. And
Fontbonne.
And it's free position for CUW. Ryder bringing it in. There's contact. She bumped right in to Caroline Brenzo. And Ryder gets another free position, this time just on the Falcon side of the half line. Ryder sprinting up ahead. Try to fight her way into position. To the 12 circle. She's going to take it herself. Fires a shot. Deflected by Benite, wide of the goal to the right, out of bounds at the end line. It's like that was Ailey Pincus, closest, will pre-position it back in. Controlling now is Pauletti. Leaves it for Berry. Berry will kick it out, and Heckendorf will let the cutters resume. Heckendorf cradling. Attacking the 12 circle, going right. She was bumped there, and a yellow card is flashed. Clock where it stopped. And Mavison was bumped off the ball. She will have a free position from the left side of the 12 circle. She's going to take it inside, shot. Knocked off Benite, saved by Benite. It is recovered by Ryder back outside to Mavison. Mavison, Heckendorf at the top. Heckendorf's going to attack. Heckendorf had her stick checked and is knocked out of bounds. And it looks like it's going to be CUW ball. Pincus putting it back in play. Pincus on the right side leaves it out for Pauletti. Pauletti bobbled, but she's got it now. But even with the goal, she's going to attack on the right side. No, she's going to go around the goal to the left. Pauletti coming around. We get out to the wing, looking for a cutter up ahead of Pincus. Pincus bobbled it. Pincus coming up with it. And the Falcons are still on offense as we're inside the 13-minute mark. Heggendorf with it now. Heggendorf looking for a cutter, and Barry, nothing there. Heggendorf still cradling. Heggendorf leaves it for Ryder. Ryder has it. She'll take it to the left. Looking for a cutter, Pincus. Pincus is defended. Ryder, still cradling. Ryder to the 12 circle. She'll attack herself. She's moving the 8. We have a whistle.
And I believe they're going to get a Fontbonne contact inside, giving Ryder yet another free position. Scored on one earlier today.
Ryder with the free position, 12:23 left of the whistle. She attacks the 8th circle and bounces it in. Goal for Sammy Ryder. And the Falcons continue to roll as they now lead 7-3.
Her second free position of the game, and she continues to lead the way offensively for the Falcons. As again, a prolonged offensive possession turns into another goal for the Falcons.
Sammy Ryder has 3 so far today. She has scored 7 goals in one game twice, making her the highest scoring a Falcon has ever accomplished in the history of this program. As we're about to resume play with the draw control. Whistle up, and the ball's in the air. Ryder sends it up, and Heggendorf trying to chase it down, but it comes up to Pauletti. Pauletti up ahead of Ryder. Ryder bobbled it, and Ryder fighting for it with O'Brien coming up with it, and we have another foul. This seems to be a legal stick check.
Stick came up and got it right in the face, and Falcons will resume play.
Van Beaver looking up ahead. Bobbling it is Barry. It is scooped up by Jenna Brown, the freshman out of Roseville, Minnesota. Now on the right side. She'll leave it back up for Erin Lau. Now taking her time and waiting for her cutters to get in position. Lau is going to send it to Pincus. Pincus going right. That's Jenna Brown again. Brown. Now the right side will put it back up top to Ryder. Ryder, who's been hurting Fontbonne so often here, 3 goals of the day. Cradling outside of the 12 circle. She'll leave it behind for Brown. Brown attacking inside the circle. Bring it out and leave it for Lau. Falcons will try the right side this time. Brown cutting. Now doesn't go there. Leaves it back out for Ryder. Right at the top. Up ahead allows the cutter. Lau on the left side. Cut. Didn't get there. Ball slashed out of her stick. And it winds off with Dokes. Dokes is under attack, trying to keep it alive for Fontbonne. But Mason tracking it down here with a whistle.
So far, the Falcons have been able to limit turnovers, and Fontbonne almost came up with one there. Not quite, as the Falcons will retain possession.
Barry bobbling the ball inside the 12 circle, scooped out by the Falcons. Now Ryder has it. The Falcons once again on offense as we near the 10-minute mark of this first half. Ryder looking for her cutters. We'll leave it outside. This is Heggendorf. Heggendorf fakes. Jenna Brown was cutting, wasn't there. Leaves it out for Mason. Mason will take it from the center. The defense is tightened up there inside the circles. Mason will just leave it outside to Jenna Brown. Brown cradling. Leaves it outside. Now it's Stephanie Barry with it. Barry ignores Brown's cutting. Leaves it out for Ryder. Ryder cradling. Faced by Brenzo. Ryder fakes. Another fake should go right as it's slashed out by Brenzo. Ryder fighting for it. Ryder keeps it alive. Ryder shot! Goal! Stephanie Ryder has 4 as we hit the 9:08 mark and the Falcons lead 8-3.
At times, Falcons were able to run their offense 2, 3, 4 times before they were able to get a shot. And again, play.
Sammy Ryder scores her 4th goal of the day here. So as I said, she's the leading scorer in program history, and you can see why here. She is just making mincemeat out of this Fontbonne defense. And she scored half of the Falcon goals here, and she is, of course, up there with the draw control here. She is probably the best all-around player on this team, as the draw control is signaled, whistle, and Ryder puts it up. Heggendorf fighting for it. This time it'll go to Brittany Brantley, but no, let's take it. Take it away by Lau. Lau up ahead. Pickus with it now on the left side. Pickus cradling now inside the 12 circle. She can attack, but she's going to leave it up for Mavison. Mavison on the left side of the goal, just behind the goal. Mavison looking for a cutter. Jenna Brown's there. Brown will come back out. Mavison will walk it outside of the 12 circle. Leave it up for Heggendorf. Heggendorf has options. Leave it out for Brown. Jenna Brown cradling, looking for the offense to reset itself. She will go left. That is Stephanie Berry. Stephanie Berry with the ball. Berry attacking inside the circle. Will come back out. Using for Mavison. Mavison. Looking for Pickus in the cutter. Not there. She has Lau. Lau. Trying to get for the goal. The shot goes wide left. Out of bounds through the snow. And it looks to be last touched by Fontbonne. And it'll be in. Put back in play. And Pickus with it now. And Cordy gets to try again. We have a whistle.
3-second violation.
3 seconds.
On the defense. I'm not sure who she got, but that was the initial signal by the official, and 3 seconds inside the 8. Free position will be for Heggendorf on the left side. 7:30 out the play. Heggendorf up ahead. Bring it out. The Falcons will set their offense up. She'll send it out to Ryder. Ryder, who has 4 goals. Ryder swings to the Mavison. Mavison, who's actually bare-legged here in this ridiculously cold Wisconsin afternoon, gives up to Jenna Brown. Oh, it's a great day for lacrosse. Come on, man.
It's a spring sport. Of course. Lau attacking inside the A circle. Almost has to take it away, keeps it alive, gets out the Ryder on the right side. Ryder will attack. Breaking left. Shot. Wide right. It'll go out of bounds on the end line. Deflected, it appears, by Fontbonne. And the Falcons will get another try. 6:53.
Gonna need a metal detector to find where that ball is.
I'd say that's right. It's into Heggendorf on the right side. Heggendorf's going to wander even with the goal. She's going to go around the back. Looking for Pincus's cuts, not there. Heggendorf being patient. Heggendorf leaves it out. This is Mavison. Mavison looking for Ryder as a cutter. She'll leave it out to Jenna Brown. Brown looking for Mavison at the cutter. It was not there, going to the Heggendorf. Heggendorf now up top. Lau's cutting. Up ahead to Lau. Lau lost it out of her basket. It's picked up by Fontbonne, and Fontbonne's going to try desperately to get it on their offensive side. Pass was a little too far past Dokes, but it is scooped up by Fancook. Fancook sprinting up the right side. Defended by Ryder. Fancook trying to set something up offensively here. Falcons putting on a man-to-man. Fancook will leave it out. To O'Brien. Tierney O'Brien. We'll send it around the horn. O'Brien. Taking out from the left side. She runs right into the Falcon defenders. Up ahead to Brenza. Brenza over. Rebecca David. And Fontbonne responds with 5.5 minutes of the play in this first half. It is 8-4 here in favor of the Falcons.
Now, if you're Fontbonne, you got to be encouraged that you've scored on, I believe, all but 2 possessions so far this game. But unfortunately, the offensive zone possessions have been very limited. And credit the Falcons for running their offense efficiently and not turning the ball over. That's one of the things that playing this team a year ago turned the ball over a lot, and which led to some goals for the opponent, and so far the Falcons haven't done so. And when Fontbonne has had the possession, they have been able to put it in the back of the net, so that has to be a little bit of a concern for the Falcons.
As you said, Kevin, Fontbonne has not had too many offensive controls here, but when they have, they've made the most of it here. It's still a very close lacrosse game, 8-4 in favor of the Falcons, 5:27 to play in this first half as Brenzo and Ryder set up for the draw control. Ball's up in the air and is chased down by Fancook of Fontbonne. She's up ahead of him trying to break away. Ryder knocks it out of her stick. It is picked up by number 27, Paige Cowgill. Trying to get up ahead. The Falcons still in control here. Mason fighting for it. It's on the ground. It's going to be chased down by Dinka Williams. Still fighting for it. Still on the ground. It's picked up by Jenna Brown, the freshman, going right now for the Falcons. She's going to attack herself. She's blocked. The Falcons will set up their offense now. As it's put out to Pauletti. Pauletti attacking inside the 8. She'll bring it back out, and the Falcons will set it back up. Heckendorf. Heckendorf has a cutter in Barry. Is that there? Heckendorf's going to take it herself. The 12 to the right. No contact there, almost. We go around the goal. Down on the left side, up ahead. That's Belke. Belke attacking. Shot. Save made by Ben Knight, who scoops it off the ground. And Falcon's going to try to clear it. It's thrown up ahead. Fancook. Fancook down the left sideline. She's past the midline. Defended by Geikel. She leaves it up ahead from Fancook with the ball. It's bobbled loose. Falcon's coming up with it. Came up with it was Ryder. Ryder sends it ahead. Chasing it down is Mason now on the left sideline. Falcons on the attack again. Mason trying to outdo Williams here. Mason now has it. The Falcons are attacking again. Mason there's no contact. There was contact. Semi-late whistle there as the contact was apparent. Mason will get a free position it seems. Contact by Williams there. Mason brings it in for the free position. She'll leave it out for Ryder, and the Falcons will, with 3.5 minutes left, try for another possession. Ryder going to attack the 12 circle. Breaking right, for shot, and it is a goal! Sammy Ryder with 5. She is too shy of tying her personal and program best as the Falcons now lead 9-4, 3:18 left to play in the game.
Just another situation, Sammy Ryder, one of the fastest players on the field. Another situation where she took it at the top and just said, I'm going to flat outrun you. She was able to for goal number 9.
And outrun you she has. Sammy Ryder, one of the many players on this Falcons team who has a hockey background as well. Minnesota product here now with 5 goals as the Falcons lead 9-4.
Well, that's one thing that Coach Mason said she likes about this team is the fact that she does have 13 players who can play both ways, and that leads to a lot of things athletically. So it's a plus for the Falcons to have so many players, so many athletes, and you're seeing it so far in the offensive production.
Fontbonne now on the offense as Fancook leaves it out for Radley. Radley loses it, but she tracks it down. Ryder defending Radley. Radley will leave it out for Reichteen. O'Brien trying to go inside, goes over the goal, out of bounds. They're going to say possession to the Falcons. Lau will put it back in here. Another turnover here for Fontbonne. 2:28 left to play now in the first half. Lau digs it out of the snow and puts it in play. She hands it off to Rebecca David, the goalie. David gives off to Heckendorf. Heckendorf will bring it up the left side. Goes up ahead. And now it's in the possession of Haley Peppers. Haley Peppers across the midline. Peppers cradling on the left side, trying to go ahead to Davison, had it knocked out of her stick. She chases it down, still has it. Peppers We'll send it over to Jenna Brown on the right wing, and Brown looking to attack. She's on the right side. Out to the defender, shot, saved by Bennett scooping it off. Jenna Brown beat her defender fell, but Bennett was there to make the save just in time as we're now inside 2 minutes and Fontbonne's trying to clear it.
Bennett's been very good here late in the first half, surviving an absolute barrage for the Falcons.
Pauletti controlling, Pauletti's attacking now, Pauletti, shot! Saved by Bennett, right in the basket. Bennett sets it out ahead, and the Fontbonne trying to clear. Tierney O'Brien with it. O'Brien chased down, has it slashed away by Ryder. Heckedorf coming up with it. Pass the line, Heckedorf from the head to Mavison looking for a cutter, and on the left side. Should leave it out for Pauletti. Pauletti knocked loose and is picked up by Williams, but Mavison coming back on the way for the Falcons. The Falcons will just not let Fontbonne get anywhere near the center of the field if they can avoid it. Mavison controlling. We're inside of a minute now. Mavison looking for a cutter. Pauletti cutting from the right. It's not there. Mavison controlling. 50 seconds left. Mavison will take it herself. Mavison the shot. And it's another goal. Mavison getting it past the right leg of Tabitha Bennett. As you said, Tabitha Bennett's been doing an admirable job here, but she's been facing a barrage of shots on her. And so we're going to get by. 10-4 Falcons, 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Another situation where speed was too much for the Fontbonne defense. And again, for the Falcons, Mavison is again picking up where she left off. Missed the entire season a year ago, but is very, very excited, as you may expect, to get back out on the field, and she's been able to contribute offensively here early in this one.
Sam Mavison has the record for most points in the game for the program. She with an 8-point game. If you look at the Falcon record books, right by Sam Rayer's name, there is Sam Mavison. Instead of her career being kind of shortened by injury, but she definitely was a contributor when she was playing, and after that injury, as you said, she's picking up right where she left off, as we seem to have a foul here against the Falcons after the draw control. And the free position.
And now we've got a clock operating under. The clock had been running for, I would say, about 15 to 20 seconds, but the officials aren't going to be putting any more time on as we approach 15 seconds to play.
Bradley controlling now. 12 seconds. She'll leave it out. Brenzo attacking now. 8 seconds. Gotta go. Try to get something done here. Fires a shot. Save made by David. Great look at the second shoot. What time expired? At the end of one. The Falcons have their opening half with a 6-goal lead. 10-4 Falcons over the Fontbonne Griffins. Kevin, it's been a pretty exciting half here for the Falcons so far. Thoughts on what the Falcons have done right so far?
Well, first of all, I think the big key for the Falcons was to come out early and establish themselves offensively. They were able to take the first draw control of the game and score a goal less than 20 seconds in. And from that point forward, they never looked back. Fontbonne was able to make a little bit of a run in the middle of that first half, but offensively, the Falcons have really done well. You can tell that they're starting to understand the fundamentals. They're starting to understand the system. From year 2 to year 3, you can already see that big difference, and it is really showing so far for the Falcons. And if you're Fontbonne, yes, you are down by 6, but early in that game, they were in the possessions that they were able to score on. Four of their first 6 possessions, they were able to put the ball in the back of the net. Now later in that first half, after the timeout called by Coach Mason, the Falcons were able to pick up on the defensive end, but Fontbonne has had some positive things happen here in the first half as well.
Falcons here so far, as mentioned before, for those of you who are just joining us, are leading the Fontbonne Griffins by a score of 10-4. It's halftime right now here. Now, as we've seen, I should use proper grammar. The Falcons so far have been controlling the game by keeping it on their offensive end here. What do you think they need to continue to do down the stretch if they want to differently, if they want to keep Fontbonne at arm's length?
Well, you got to limit the turnovers, and the Falcons have been able to do that so far. Anytime, the fastest way for a team to get back into it is gain. You know, you don't want to let Fontbonne gain any of the momentum back from you that you have established, and I think the Falcons were able to do that late in that first half. And it's just a matter of continuing the things that they have been able to do well so far this game. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess you could say. And for Fontbonne, they've got to try and get things, create turnovers, and create extra offensive possessions. And for the Falcons, they've been able to do, as I said, a very good job of limiting the offensive possessions for Fontbonne and really taking control of this game.
So far here for some scoring statistics. Sammy Ryder, as I mentioned before, has the record for the Falcons for most goals in one game with 7. Her current record here already has 5 in one half. Contributing 2 apiece are Stephanie Berry and Sam Mavison. Emily Hagendorf also has 1 here. Fontbonne University coming into this game at 1-1. Conference picture still a little different here. It's still a little hard to tell out here this early in the season. This is, as I mentioned before, the Falcons home opener. I want to just quick update you once again for those of you who just joined us that Falcon wrestler Greg Sanders has entered in his weight classes championship match. That'll take place sometime tonight around 7 p.m. We will keep you updated as that goes. Also, the men's Falcons lacrosse team are playing against Fontbonne as we speak. We'll try to update you with that within a few minutes here. But right now, it's a very cold, chilly day out here at Fitting Field as we open the spring sports season. The home games here. And we have a lot of good action here coming up here. Next week, the Falcon men make their home debut.
Yes, they do.
March 30th. The baseball team will debut right behind us at the very, very gorgeous Capco Park. And
hopefully the snow's gone by then.
Hopefully the snow is gone right there. I don't know if for those of you who are only listening audio only, there is a sizable amount of snow surrounding Fitting Field right now. Here are very, very, very brave and very determined sports information employees managing to uncover the out-of-bounds plays. So if you get a chance, give them a quick round of applause for making this game possible by shoveling snow. Because after all, lacrosse is a spring sport. Never forget that.
Well, it is Wisconsin, so you never know, I guess.
This is very, very true here, what you said. Hopefully by baseball time, the snow will be completely gone and that will no longer be a factor. But it hasn't been a terrible day here so far. There's no new snow. The blue sky is poking out here. It's just really, really cold. But the Falcons have been hot for the first half, leading 10-4. About 5 minutes ago until we resume play here.
And you know, I think that as soon as we get to a point where I think this is, again, just a great way to start things. It's a game where there's, first of all, I was expecting a bunch of snow, but that didn't happen. And the Falcons really have done an admirable job of starting the season off on the right foot, and hopefully this will continue into the rest of the spring sports as our men's lacrosse team has begun their campaign with a couple of wins early in the year, and the women's team is trying to follow suit with a win here today. As you said, the baseball team will begin their season as they head down to Florida next weekend. Boy, I wish I would be there, wouldn't you?
Oh, do I? Everyone wishes they were in Florida at this point in March.
They'll open their season with a week-long campaign, playing every day down in Winter Haven, Florida. The softball team will be playing every day down in, I believe, Calumet, Florida. as they open up their campaign, as well as we roll right into April.
That's right here. As I said, this is one of the busier times here for sports here on CUWFalcons.com, as we have 4 team sports to be broadcast. A lot of times they broadcast all at the same time. We'll be having quite a few doubleheaders coming up here, I should warn you. Baseball, softball, men's and women's lacrosse.
Warn me? What do you mean warn me? That's what we live for, right?
Oh, that's what we live for, but the viewers here, we might have to make a choice between viewing one game or another here, but as long as I have options, variety is the spice of life here at CWFalcons.com.
You've got 3, 4 computers, you can let them all run at once, right?
Well, there are several ESPNs. Why not run 3 or 4 computers all at the same time here? Once again, Falcons lead 10-4. For those of you who do not have visual right now, we're about 2.5 minutes away from starting the second half here. Sammy Ryder with 5 goals, 2 away from tying the program record, facing off against the Griffins of Fontbonne University. And this is kind of developing into sort of a semi-rivalry here, as we mentioned before. It was against Fontbonne the Falcons won their first ever game in program history.
Indeed, and Falcons were able to win last season, but Fontbonne won in 2011. And if you're a Falcon fan, specifically assistant coach Marissa Williams, she played for Fontbonne in 2011, played with a lot of these players on this field today. In fact, scored 2 goals against the Falcons in that win in 2011. So this has got to be probably a pretty good feeling for her to say, hey, that I'm able to compete against some of the players that I've played with for so many years and be succeeding at it.
Just a quick bit of trivia here for you trivia fans here. As we mentioned, the Falcons defeated Fontbonne on March 25th, 2012, which was last year, of course, to win their first ever win in program history. That score was 10-6. So the Falcons have already matched the score by which they first defeated Fontbonne in the first half. Once again, the score is 10-4. Falcons showing a lot of offensive spirit here so far. 5 different Falcons have contributed to the score, but of course, Sammy Ryder already making waves. We mentioned her before, we will mention her again, I guarantee.
Well, I think this is a situation now where you're Coach Emily Mason and you have an opportunity to get some of the other players into the game, see what you have, and give some of the younger players experience. Yes, you do have a lot of players back on this team that have played 2-3 years in this program, but it's an opportunity to get some of the younger players in there, get some game experience, and that will do nothing but pay dividends down the road.
That's true here. To speak to the amount of players you said there, Kevin, 5 different states are represented on this Falcons squad. Of course, the most being Wisconsin, the second most being Minnesota, but Indiana, Illinois, and Colorado have all contributed to this Falcons squad here. It's a very diverse squad, and there's 20 names, 10 returning players, 10 new players. There's a lot of variety on this team and a lot of different talent here for which Coach Emily Mason can apply. She said she wants to try to go for a 500 season at the very least here this season, and she seems to have the tools to do it with.
Well, as you certainly off to a good start, but there's still 30 minutes left to play in this lacrosse game, and so stranger things have happened. Certainly, as a Falcon fan, you got to love what you have seen so far. But if you're Fontbonne, maybe you put on a little early push here in the first 4 or 5 minutes of the half, make things interesting. You never know.
Very, very true here. Fontbonne, they have something to say about it here as we set to resume play for the final 30 minutes of this contest. Ryder is out there for the draw control for CW. For those of you just joining us, the Falcons are wearing the white uniforms with the blue numbering and trim. Fontbonne wearing the purple uniforms with the gold trim. Ryder here sets up for the draw control for the final half. I'm still flabbergasted at how many players out there for the Falcons have chosen to perform this without leggings. Maybe sitting the most obvious here, Heggendorf the other here, because I'm wearing at least 2 layers here. I don't know how they do it. Maybe it's the movement. And the draw control, it goes right to Lau, and the Falcons will attack early and often for the second half. Lau, guarded by O'Brien, going out to the right, trying to drive up ahead to the 12 circle. Lau will go right, trying to get it around Dubs. Lau will go around the goal. And the Falcons set up some cutters. Should toss it up to Heggendorf. I stand corrected, that is Hannah Redden. Redden, going to take it from the left. Thought about attacking, Dokes is there. Leaves it out for Heggendorf on the left wing. Heggendorf cradling, guarded by Brenza. Heggendorf, right over the cutter, not there, leaves up for Mavison. Mavison, entering the 12 circle. Mavison cradling. Looking for something, leave it out, Redden now, right wing will attack inside the 12 circle, inside the 8 circle, against Dokes, shot, bounce, it is scooped up by Benite, don't know if that was a save or not, but she'll leave it out as Papa tries to clear, it is knocked down by Peppers, but is scooped up by Fontbonne, Fontbonne's going to try to get it out there, there's Fancook, nearing midfield, passes the line, chased down by 2 Falcons, trying to get past Ryder, there's almost contact, the ball came loose, Mavison's got it. Mavison up ahead to Ryder. Ryder past the midline. Up ahead to Pincus. Ellie Pincus, the junior, nearing the 12 circle from the right side. She'll break it out. Man-to-man defense on. She leaves it over to Stephanie Berry. Berry cradling now. Will swing it. Heggendorf lets Berry cut. Mavison's cutting, nothing there. We'll hand it out to Pincus now, right wing. Kind of a passive cut offensively guy, I think you've noticed, Kevin. Pincus attacking. Pincus will bring it out, swing it over to Redden behind the goal. Falcons will bring it around. Redden up ahead. Heggendorf, shot! Ellie Heggendorf takes a pass over the goal, flings it right past Tabitha Benite, and the Falcons making an impression early in the second half.
Great offensive cycle again. Running it 3-4 times, finding the cutter around the backside of the goal.
Emily Heggendorf scores her second goal, 11-4 down the score in favor of the Falcons. And the Falcons here seem to love just getting the ball early, getting it into their offensive end, and running as many cutters as it takes and letting the clock just roll away. And right now, they're sailing pretty right now with a 7-goal lead. Just 2 minutes and 5 seconds have passed in the second half as we get ready for the next draw control. Looks like the ball fell out. Official dropped something.
Penalty on the official, according to Stephen Schauer.
Stephen Schauer, our boss, Director of Athletic Communications, adding some humor to the proceedings. Ryder flings it up, and Fontbonne trying to control, but is cradled by Heggendorf. Heggendorf holding her stick in her left hand, up ahead to Mavison. Mavison, up ahead to Ryder. Ryder will attack. Ryder, shot, goal! Sammy Ryder! Her 6th goal. She is 1 away from tying her career and program best as the Falcons, just 2 minutes and 21 seconds into the second half, scored 2 goals, 12-4 Falcons.
Carbon copy of what happened in the first half. Falcons get 4 quick ones early in that first half, and we're not even 3 minutes in. Falcons have 2.
Sammy Ryder here, as you mentioned before, Kevin, a very unselfish player here. She does not really care much about the stats. She cares about getting the team a mark in the W column, but she is just beefing up her stats here in her efforts to do that, because she's an unselfish player, but the stats are going to come because she's just that talented. And the fishing Ryder controls again. Ryder controls another draw control. She'll slow it up, trying to set up her teammates here, as I mentioned before. She'll swing it over to Lau. Lau down the right side, cradling. Pincus is a cutter, it's not there, leaves under Heggendorf. Heggendorf cradling now, looking for Lau as the cutter. Heggendorf still cradling. Hegedorf will attack herself. Has it slashed out of her stick. It is scooped up by Bradley. Left behind to Benite, who will set it up ahead. Pepper's trying to get it back for the Falcons. Ball will roll out of bounds, and it's going to be Falcons ball.
Brenzo doing all she can there on the defensive end. Potentially create an offensive possession for her team if the Falcons were able to control.
Right. Hegedorf down with the ball. Mavison had the free position. She will leave it to Sammy Ryder. And Falcons have controlled the ball literally the entire second half as Ryder cradles and goes to Lau the cutter. Lau, we have a yellow card flashed. And to call, clock stopped, 26:16 on it. It's like Lau with that position shot.
I think contact. Is it a foul or a yellow card?
Yeah, so that was a yellow card, but Lau will attack. Shot, goal! Erin Lau scores her first goal of the game and season, and the Falcons now lead 13-4. 26-11 to play in the game, and it's been all Falcons all the time this second half.
It's very, if you're Fontbonne, it's just going to be one of those things where you've only got 12 players on the field, 12 players on the bus even came in here. I think the Falcons are obviously taking advantage of that, but with 26-11 to play here in the second half, it's 13-4.
They said that the fatigue might be a factor here as the Falcons have an entire other lineup. As Ryder wins another draw control. She will bring it up. She's going to attack herself. For the time, her personal best is saved and scooped up by Fontbonne. Benite controlling the ball inside the goalie circle. Fontbonne desperate to clear it and get some offense of their own going here. Benite puts it in the air. Davison knocks it down. Lau will track it down. Oh, she falls. So it goes right out of the basket. It is scooped up by Benzo. And Benzo trying to get past the defenders. And Fontbonne desperate to clear. Up ahead. She gets it to Radley. Radley loses it. Davison will track it down. Almost got hit in the head, but she's short enough to just be missed by it. And Davison brings it up. Davison attacking now from the left side. The Falcons once again with control. Davison will set it up. And the defensemen of CUW have definitely got to be bored right about now because they have not seen any action since the half began. Sammy Ryder controlling. Mavison looking to cut. It's not there. She has Pincus. Pincus on the left side. Pincus bringing it around. Doesn't have the shot. Bring it out and leave it for Rachel Gartsky. Gartsky, new on the field. Looking for a cutter. Up ahead to Lau. It's knocked down by Goodyear. It's put up ahead here, but the ball's on the ground. Scooped up by Radley. Radley keeping it alive for Fontbonne. They're desperate to clear it out on the far side of the field. Radley taking it up the sideline herself. Radley loses the play, but it's scooped up by number 27, Paige Cowgill. Cowgill up ahead. Lau has the ball. Lau cradling the ball now for the Falcons as they set up their offense over to Mavison on the right side. Mavison's going to take it around the goal. Pincus cutting. It's not there, Mavison. Waiting for things to set up. She fakes. She'll bring it back to the far side of the goal. To Pincus. Pincus now on the right. Looking for Ryder as the cutter. Pincus, it's not there. Swing it back out. Lau with it again. Cradling at the 12 circle. Saying out. Gursky cutting. Look, he gets higher. That's Pincus. Pincus, goal! Erin Lau gets the assist at Allie Pincus, who gets her first goal of the day. And the Falcon lead is in double digits now. 14-4 with 23:30 left to play. Falcons in the lead.
Coach Emily Mason wanted a contribution from Allie Pingus, her third year in the program, and they're expecting bigger things out of her. She certainly delivered there as the lead has expanded to 10.
Allie Pincus, the 5'4" junior out of South Milwaukee, was one of those Falcon players who will be back for at least one more year. Her and Sammy Ryder got a little more history together, one more season together. The Falcons scoring attack here, as I mentioned before, has definitely left the defensive players a little bored here, as the Falcons have controlled the ball early often and have been attacking the goal all the time.
If I was a defensive player and my offense was putting up all these numbers, the less work that I have to do, the better we're doing, and that's the mindset that I think they're taking. And if I didn't, not to say that I can't complete my job or don't like to complete my job, but if, as a defense person, if you don't have to do a lot of work, that means you're doing a lot of things offensively. And right now, the Falcons are certainly doing that.
Pauletti controlling from the left side. She attack out, she has it slashed out by O'Brien. But Ryder's chasing it down, trying to keep it alive. Ball still loose. Ryder coming up with it on the left side. Ryder, quick fake, leaves it out for Pauletti. Pauletti, cradling from the left side, rounding the circle. Looking for a cutter. She's got Redden. Ball's knocked loose, scooped up by Brenzo. Brenzo controlling on Fontbonne, trying to get some offense up here. Up ahead to Gautier. Lost, and Van Beamer's going to scoop it up for the Falcons. Gabby Van Beamer, Green Bay, controlling. Trying to go up ahead, it was tipped, it's another ground ball there, it's scooped up by Radley. Radley attacking now for Fontbonne, trying to get past Van Beamer and Peppers. Still with the ball. Radley, almost looks like we have a whistle finally.
Radley forcing the issue there and making something happen on the offensive end. Maybe Fontbonne can get something going here on the free position.
Free position is tossed back out. Brenzo going left. Brenzo shot. Goes behind the goal. It'll roll out of bounds, and they're going to say it stays with Fontbonne. Free position from behind the goal. Let's put him ahead. Tipped by Fancook. This save made by Rebecca David.
Great pass out front, David up to the task though. She's played extremely well here tonight.
Falcons going to hurry. I can go up ahead to Ryder. Ryder across the midline. Ryder has numbers. She's going to attack. Inside the 12. Inside the 8. Breaking right. So clearly. Shot. Goal! Sammy Ryder scores 7 goals for the 3rd time since she became a Falcon. And the Falcons lead 15-4.
Another situation where she just decides to take the offensive possession, going full 100 yards and scoring goal number 15. Here 20 minutes remaining in the second half of a now running clock.
Sammy Ryder, as I mentioned before, ties the program record for goals in the game. Tied by her once again in 2012. The 3rd time she's done it, and we have a whistle here. Looks to be against Sammy Ryder. Brittany Radley wins the draw control, and we have a foul against Ryder, so Radley will get the free position. She sends it off to Brenzo, and Brenzo's trying to outrun Vogel. Brenzo leaving it out for Urban. Urban almost lost it, keeps it, scoops it up on the right side. Looking for a cutter. She finds one, O'Brien. O'Brien going around the goal. O'Brien.
Let's see if Fontbonne can capitalize here. An offensive possession for the first time in a while. Put one in here, huh?
Brenzo looking for a cutter. It's over the head. We have a whistle, and it still belongs to Fontbonne. Clock stoppage. 19:22 with the play in the game. Free position for Casey Urban of Fontbonne. Casey Urban, shot, save made by David. David is put it right in the basket. And Concordia has a chance to clear. She's going to go left to Olivia Vogel. Vogel patrolling up, bringing up the near sideline. Trying to outrun Radley. Vogel, still cradling. She passes up ahead, over that zone place. It's tracked down by Redden. Redden trying to run her defender. Redden cradling as the Falcons try to set something up. Redden goes to Lau. Lau will cradle. Lau will attack herself. Inside the 8. By Brenzo.
like we're playing hockey out there. Wow, that was...
And it looks like a yellow card is drawn.
Certainly a card of defense.
That was a tough hit there. I don't think she made anything by it, but she got a little too excited and knocked Lau right off her feet. So it looks like Lau will get the free position.
Hockey player used to contact. She's all right.
Yeah, she got right back up. Lau gets the free position. It's a man-up situation now. As Brenzo's to the sideline. The whistle, Lau, cradling left hand, will attack. Fakes it, she'll bring it back out. Give for a cutter. Up ahead, Barry. Barry lost the handle, rolls out of bounds.
Great pass out in front that time, just too much to handle for Barry. Had a great opportunity, unfortunately unable to convert.
Barry will put it out to Lau. Lau attacking inside the 8. Goes to Brown. Jenna Brown bringing it around the goal. Jenna kicks it off to Gardsky. Gardsky loses it. Needs to hustle it down. She's got it. Gives it off for Lau. Lau up ahead's got a cutter. In Redden. Redden the shot is wide. It's going to roll out of bounds. And they're going to say it was last touched by Fontbonne. And Jenna Brown will put it back in.
One thing Coach Mason wanted to stress this year is communication between the players. And Redden that time was on the far side of the field as the ball was on the near, letting her teammates know that she was there, unfortunately not able to put it in.
Heckedorf almost had a shot goal, but Ben Knight managed to retrieve it, and we have a whistle. Call looks to be against Redden. And Ben Knight will put it back in. She leaves up ahead, is over the head of her teammate, is scooped up by O'Brien, but the ball's still loosened out, and chasing it down is Haley Peppers out of Franktown, Colorado. Brings it into the zone. Peppers. Taking part in offensive possession, the defensewoman from Colorado. The Falcons attacking again. Goes to Peppers over her head. I'm going to say it's Fontbonne ball. They'll be brought back in by Deepka Williams for the free possession, trying to go to Ben Knight in the goal. Ben Knight brings it up. She will fling it out there. Van Beaver knocks it down. Van Beaver trying to chase it. She's got it. No, not quite. This ball's still loose out now. We're trying to go after it. O'Brien smacked it loose, and now O'Brien's off with Radley. Radley trying to break away. Trying to get around Dipole. Radley still cradling. And Fontbonne will set up some offense here, try to get something going. Bradley still on the left. Facing a defender, man-to-man by Concordia. 16:09 left. Bradley, spin move wasn't there, leaves it out. Fontbonne trying to get something going with 16 minutes left in the game. 15-4 the score.
Had so much success early in the game offensively, but the Falcons have done a nice job tightening up on the defensive end so far later in this contest, really limiting the offensive possessions for Fontbonne.
Possession is Lindsay Gutierrez. Gutierrez almost loses it. Back to Brenzo, who returns to the field after the penalty. Brenzo rounding the circle. Use it for her teammate. Controlling it. It's Tuller. And we have Terry O'Brien finally scoring a goal here for Fontbonne, making a 10-point game yet again.
Well, the connection that has worked so well for Fontbonne in the past, scored by O'Brien assisted by Renzo. Those two lead the offensive attack, and as soon as Fontbonne scores a goal, a timeout has been called. 15 minutes remaining in the game.
Falcons here still doing what they can with what they've got here, but the Falcons here are still in control here. That was a very rare lapse here. It literally took one half of the second half for Fontbonne to finally have their offense pay off here. The Falcons have been relatively in control the entire second half.
They have indeed, and all positive signs of things to come, I think, for the Falcons. And there are certainly some things to correct, but it's also the first game of the year. It's the first time that some of these players have played together. It's the first real game action, and I think they've responded well, playing the way they are capable of playing, I think, and that's certainly a positive for Coach Mason.
Falcons here opening their season against Fontbonne, which of course ironically is the first ever program the Falcons scored a victory against last year. The Sammy Ryder, this course the story so far, 7 goals, tying for the second time the record she set for most goals in a game by a Falcon. This program only being, as we mentioned before, this is only the 3rd season in the program's history, but Sammy Ryder has definitely etched her name in the legacy of this program.
And as we take a look at some of the other games that are going on in the Midwest Women's Lacrosse here so far this evening. Oh, wow. As Steven Schauer gives the fans a fantastic rendition of the game conditions. Tonight's attendance 41, temperature cold. Wow. Well, anyways, Adrian will take on Augustana this afternoon. Adrian again expected to be the top dog in the Midwest Women's Lacrosse Conference, winners of the first two lacrosse seasons. Albion will be taking on Aurora along with this game here today.
Falcons here so far doing very well here. Some extra statistics for you before we start play here. As we know, Sammy Ryder, 7 goals to lead the Falcons here. But for the Falcons themselves, Sammy Ryder, 8 of 10 for shooting right now. Draw control, she has won 17 here today so far after 3 quarters of a lacrosse game. Sammy Ryder out there once again for the draw control here to resume play. Falcons leading 15-5. Ground balls here, Sammy Ryder has 5. Emily Heckendorf, 6 for the Falcons as well. Sammy Ryder, 7 goals. The assists have been spread out evenly as much as the goals have been. Hannah Redden, Emily Heckendorf, Erin Lau, Allie Pincus all claim assists so far. 15 minutes left in the game. The draw control is up, and Ryder fighting it down here, but it's controlled by Jenna Brown. Jenna Brown picking it up. Brown on the right. Jenna Brown looking for a cutter. It's going to leave it outside for Sammy Ryder. Heckendorf with it now. Heckendorf, take your time cradling. Leaves it for Brown on the right wing. Falcons setting it up. They have all the time in the world with a 10-goal lead. Geipel attacking. As it knocked out. Excuse me, that was Hannah Atten who attacked. Ball's now loose. Atten trying to come up with it. Fontbonne knocking it toward the end line. It's going to roll out of bounds, and they're going to say no impact, no idea by the officials. Official's going to sort out who touched it last. A lot of competition for the ball on the end line. And they're going to say, still some deliberation going on. This appears to be a Falcons free position. And it's going to give it to Brown. Jenna Brown with the free position. There's a toss-up. Brown fighting for it. And Fontbonne coming up with that toss-up. That's Brenzo now with it. Trying to outrun her defender. She is surrounded by Falcons. She kicks it out, gets it declared Toller. Toller is knocked out. They're going to call a penalty here. That was Stephanie Berry going for the defensive play.
Just a common foul, I think. No card taken out of that play.
Almost knocked it down there. It was picked by Fancook. Fancook across the halfway line, down to the far left side. As it knocked out another whistle. The Falcons playing a very tight form of defense here all of a sudden. 2-3 Falcons swooping down at any Griffin who happens to have the ball. As it's put back in free position, and Brenzo up ahead to Gaudier. Gaudier faced by Peppers defensively. Gaudier trying to take a left. Peppers don't let her have anything. That was set ahead to Toller. Toller attacking. And that is controlled by Radley. Radley's trying to get inside. Van Beaver knocks it loose, however. Van Beaver has it. Van Beaver outrunning Radley, trying to go around the back of the goal. She sends it off to Rebecca Davis, who sends it up ahead to Heckendorf, and Heckendorf will bring it up. Heckendorf passes it up ahead to Pauletti. Pauletti across the line, near the zone. She up ahead to Peppers. Peppers attacking the circle. Peppers up ahead to Redden. Redden's going to swing it around the back of the goal. Redden looking for a cutter. Redden keeping it. She has Berry back with her. Redden's going to attack herself. But she leaves it behind for Berry. It's blocked and scooped up by Deepka Williams. And Benai now has it, and she's looking to clear it and sends the Fontbonne Griffins back toward the center of the field. Kelly Pepper's trying to track it down here. There's a collision there. No call. Scooped up by Brenzo. She's guarded by Ryder. Peppers trying to get through here. Brenzo trying to scoop it up. It's still on the ground. Brenzo puts it up in the air. Peppers trying to fight for it now. Brenzo finally gets possession of it. And she leaves it up ahead for O'Brien. O'Brien will try to attack.
Here comes the sun. I like that. Wow. About that.
Slashing call looks against Lau. Stick contact there. O'Brien, free position. We have another whistle. And O'Brien will get the free position again. She's going to take it right, looking for a cutter. Then there, she's going to go around the goal herself. Taking it, and Fontbonne will try the left side. It's knocked away by Ryder. They're going to call, looks like a push on Ryder. 10-22 left to play in the game, 15-5 to score still. And we have a free position. The free position goes wide and scooped up by David. David leaves it up for Pauletti. Pauletti trying to bring it up, has it knocked out of her stick. And we have another whistle. I think free position is going to go to Caitlin Reichten. Reichten running it up. 10 has it, it's Lindsay Gaudier. Gaudier going around the goal. On the right side, another whistle called.
Defensive 3 seconds, I believe. Yes.
That's apparently saved up all their penalties for this last critical juncture as Tierney O'Brien gets free position. Excuse me, going to Gaudier. Gaudier attacking, shot, and goal. Fontbonne. Tierney O'Brien with free position gets the goal, and finally the lead is back to single digits as it's 15-6 with 9:14 left to play in the game.
Taking advantage of the opportunities presented to yourself, and Fontbonne crawling back in. Time is of the essence, of course. Now it's back inside a 10-goal lead, so the clock will stop on every whistle as opposed to the running clock that it is after a 10-goal lead. I think right now Falcons need a shot of energy there. They've been sitting on this lead for several minutes now. Fontbonne is certainly controlling, or taking a little bit better control of the offense, but things seem to be a bit stagnant out there. And I certainly know that Coach Mason would like to see them finish this strong.
LA Pica's fighting for possession there, and it's scooped up by Jenna Brown. As you said, it's odd. Fontbonne has no substitutes, but they're really fighting down this last critical stretch as Jenna Brown brings it down. The right side, they're going to go around the goal, leaving it for Stephanie Berry. Berry has her ready. They're going to go for the reverse, and they're going to pass it up. Berry's going to keep control. She will swing with the Redden now. Redden taking the left side herself. She's going to go around the horn. That's not there. Where's the cutter? Pincus is not open. Redden still controlling. Redden rounding out on the left side. Falcons taking their time.
Using every bit of that 30-second clock.
Redden kicks it out to Ryder. Ryder attacking. Ryder shot. Save made, just barely. Tabitha Benite knocking it down and falling on top of it. Ryder almost breaking her own record there, but Benite saw it.
Using the post as your friend that time. Near post, blocking off that play was Benite able to make the play. Here we go, turnover.
Eckendorf knocking it down, and the Falcons are back in control. Eckendorf will put it up ahead to Barry. Barry attacking. Barry taking from the left. Barry, shot is knocked loose and is right into the basket of Benite. Barry hit the deck pretty hard there, no call. That ball will sail over the head of Lindsay Gaudier. Out of bounds. And it's going to be put in free position, put in the play by Haley Peppers. Peppers up ahead to Loud. Loud trying to find it inside here. Loud attacking. She's inside. Loses the control. Ball's on the ground. And it's scooped up by Benite. Tabitha Benite, the junior goalkeeper of Washington, Missouri, will send it forward to Tierney O'Brien. O'Brien, a running defender, manages to connect with Fancook. Fancook, charging up the middle. Trying to stay away from Ryder as best she can. She'll go left and set up, and Fontbonne trying to chip away at this lead with 6:48 left to play. Fancook going behind the goal. She give it off to O'Brien. O'Brien looking for a cutter from behind the goal. Van Cook will leave it. Resnow, she's attacked, shot, and goal!
Brenzo just came from the near side to the far side that time across the goal face and beat David stick side.
Caroline Brenzo showing why she was first team all-conference in 2011, weaving her way in there and cutting the lead to 8, 15-7 here. And the Falcons' offense has gone a bit stagnant here. And Fontbonne is showing a lot of signs of life on the offensive end.
She's an interesting, has made the transition, was first team all-conference on the defensive end, has made the transition from defense to offense, and certainly showing why. She comes from a long tradition of winning, won 2 state titles in the state of Minnesota in high school, so it's certainly been a culture shock for her to have to go through a program change, but she's certainly showing that she has the talent to succeed in any situation. and keeping Fontbonne alive here.
Bradley controlling now, trying to break shake a defender. Bradley's going to put it back out for the previously mentioned Brenzo. We're inside of 6 minutes here, but Fontbonne's trying to take it back here. Reichten loses control, scoops it up, it's broken up by Belke, but it's not enough. O'Brien, attack the goal. Ball's knocked loose. Tracked down and given to Rebecca David, who will fling it out to Pauletti. Concordia's turn to try to clear it, facing pressure. Pauletti taking it to the right side of the field. Pauletti's still controlling, she's going to go up ahead. Past Haley Peppers. Peppers scooping it up, keeping it alive. Trying to chase it down. Peppers will get it in that far right corner. Peppers will kick it back out. It's Jenna Brown. Brown setting up, looking for a cutter. Falcons just trying to wait this clock out as best they can. Leave it up top for Catherine Pauletti. Pauletti controlling. She has right or left. Pauletti trying to fake, takes it inside the 12 circle. Milk almost lost collision, still has it shot. Goal! Catherine Pauletti, refusing to be denied, takes it in there and scores her first goal. And it's 16-7 with 4:30 left to play in the game. Falcons winning.
It's her first goal as a member of the Falcons, and that's got to feel good. That's another one of those things that. As we say again, the Falcons are showing their depth from year 1 to year 2 to year 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, if I counted correctly, players who have scored in this game, and with the Falcons back to a 9-goal lead with 4:39 to play.
Pauletti, the freshman out of Roseville, Minnesota. And we have a win here on draw controls. Heckendorf's going to try to take it inside. She's a 9. She sits it up ahead. She's got Barry. It's knocked out. Barry, save made by Ben Knight. Ben Knight trying to fight for possession here, finally falling on top of it. Barry had a look there. Ben Knight got right in front of it. Ben Knight sends it back out. Controlling it is Tierney O'Brien. Brian on the left side will swing it back to Brenzo. Brenzo lost it, chasing it down to Jenna Brown, and we have a whistle. And the position will go to Jenna Brown of CUW. Brown will leave it back out for Heckendorf, and the Falcons will make their way back down the field here with 3:50 left to play in the game. Heckendorf allowing her teammates to catch up. Trying to set something up here. She'll leave it for Sammy Ryder. Looking to the corner is Brown. Brown attacking from the right side. She will bring it, keep it out, go behind the goal. That's Redden. Tries to go over the goal. Ball's loose. Pinkett's trying to track it down here for CUW. Ball's still loose. We have a whistle, and it'll go against CUW.
Now it's just going to be a situation now where if you're a Falcon, you just got to finish the game strong. You don't want to lose any of. There you go, turnover.
Heckendorf attacking and goal! Emily Heckendorf.
As soon as I say you want to keep your foot on the pedal, take advantage of the turnover. Heckendorf right out in front, ran right in. And put it in the back of the net.
2:55 left to play in the game. 17-7 to score, back to double digits. And the clock is set to run again as the draw control is being set up here. Falcons trying to nail the coffin shut here. That might have done it right there as Heckendorf would not be denied. And here we are with another draw control. Ball's up. And it's tracked down. This is Fontbonne trying to come up with it for the last bit of offense, but it's kept alive by the Falcons. Heckendorf setting it up ahead. Up to Barry. Barry with it, attacking the left side.
Goal by number 9, Emily Heckendorf.
Barry is slashed pretty hard. And Barry looks like she will get,
I think you're going to get Brenzo there.
and yes, Barry will get. She is at the pink house on the left side. Pink house looking for Redden. She has Brown. She has several opening, but she'll leave it out for Heckendorf. And we're inside of 2 minutes now. Heckendorf back to Barry. Playing catch. Barry is looking.
No need to rush here for the Falcons, and I think this is just a smart, courteous thing to do. With the game in hand, Falcons are not trying to force the issue, not trying to pad the stats. They're just being patient, running through their entire offense, and doing it the right way.
Ryder attacking, shot, and it's a goal! Sammy Ryder breaks her own record and scores her 8th goal of the game. Sammy Ryder continues to make history as a member of the women's lacrosse team here at CUW. As Sammy Ryder scores her 8th goal of the game, maybe making herself the first ever Falcon to do it, with 1:15 on the play in this game.
Also a program record.
A little icing on the cake, but I'm sure, like we talked about in the beginning, she's going to get a lot of the attention, but as we talked to Coach Mason before this game, talking about the balance of this team, talking about the fact that they have 2, 3, 4, 5 options as we've seen so far tonight, and taking advantage of that, scoring 18 times here today.
Draw control as Heckendorf trying to track it down. It'll go to Brenzo. And Fontbonne here has 1-6 of something happen here. We have a collision there. Needs to be against Sabrina Balke. O'Brien was knocked down pretty hard, but she gets back up. Clock is stopped with 53 seconds remaining. They're going to add 10 seconds here according to the official.
And now,
clock was not adjusted before play resumed.
there we go.
And we're back to 1:03 left to play. 18-7 to score.
A little bit of miscommunication between the official and the sports table, but I think we got it right.
Communication breakdown by Rod Sutherland just entered my head as Brenzo attacks. 1 minute left. Brenzo looking up ahead, it overshoots her cutter, is going to be chased down by the Falcons' zone, Brianne Geipel. In the left corner, obviously is knocked out. She's fighting for it with Fancook. Geipel still fighting, but Fancook wins this one, looking for a cutter. She manages to find her teammate, Brenzo. Keep it looking around for a cutter. We have 37 seconds left, and the Falcons seem to have this one in hand with Fontbonne. He's going to put forward effort until the very end. Peppers knocking it up. Falcons trying to end this one as gracefully as possible. Still competing for that ball. It's 20 seconds are left on the clock, and finally a whistle is blown. They're going to say it's Falcons' ball.
And it was another situation where the Falcons defense was able to collapse again on the Fontbonne offensive player, and as you said, kind of
Brenzo shoots. Save made. Ball still loose. Peppers is tracking it down. She comes up with it. And we have a whistle against. We have it looks like Paige Fancook got too close to her zone as Peppers is running and going to run the ball out. And the Falcons open their season with a very convincing 18-7 win over the Griffins of Fontbonne.
great way to start the year. Great way to start the year for the Falcons. Quick turnaround. Tuesday, they're going to be playing right here back at Fitting Field. So while this win is fantastic, there's still some things that the a lot of positive things that happened for the Falcons. Still need to shore up some things defensively, and I think Coach Mason will address those things in practice. And great way to end or start the season. And for Fontbonne, it's going to be another one of those situations where they got to rebuild the program. The program has gone through some turmoil, 3 coaching changes in the last 6 years. So hopefully some stability will come here in the next couple of years for Fontbonne to continue and build on what they have. But the Falcons, again, took care of business against the team that they were expected to beat, and they did. And that's all that you can ask for as a coach.
Falcons here, this is a big stat here. The Falcons took 38 shots to Fontbonne's 15, showing once again how Concordia really controlled the offensive end here. A few stats here for the losing Fontbonne. They were led in goals by Tierney O'Brien with the hat trick, and the same for Brittany Radley, also with 3. But CUW here had one of the perhaps most balanced scoring attacks you'll ever see here, as several players managed to make it down there. Allie Pincus scored 1, Hannah Redden, Erin Lau all managed to break through there, along with Catherine Pauletti scoring her first ever goal as a member of the women's lacrosse team. Stephanie Berry put up 2, Emily Heckendorf put up 2. The story is once again Sammy Ryder continuing to make history for the Falcons here. She had 5 ground balls, 21 draw controls, 2 caused turnovers, and was 8 of 12 shooting, 8 of 10 for shots on goal, and of course scored her 8th goal as a member of the women's lacrosse team, breaking a record that she herself set. So that's going to do it for us from here from Fitting Field here. Our next Falcons sports broadcast will be Tuesday at 4:30 as the men's lacrosse team make their home debut against Beloit College. The next women's lacrosse broadcast will be 4:30 on Wednesday, March 20th against the College of Worcester. On behalf of Kevin Winter and Stephen Schauer and everyone else here at the Department of Athletic Communications, this is Nathan Carter saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.